Welcome back to another Full Force Combat podcast. This is in partnership with BARE KNUCKLE NEWS UK. We're proudly sponsored by Heads Boxing Equipment. I'm delighted to be joined by former gloved fighter turned bare knuckle fighter, Mr. Dorian Dark Fruits Darch. How are we doing, Mucker?
All good, buddy, all good. It's not raining, so I'm happy. Sun is shining in South Wales, so everything's all good.
Absolutely. The heavens are not opening up. It's not going to be a wet summer, I hope, in the UK.
Hopefully, but we had an early summer last year, didn't we, in April, and it rained for the rest of the fucking summer, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we're not going to have the same this year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, just to roll back to your gloved career, you had a good handful of fights against some really, really good names. So I'm just going to come out with it straight away. Who hits the hardest? I mean, you fought Dave Allen, Daniel Dubois, Nick Webb, Hughie Fiore, and the main man, Anthony Joshua. So who hits the hardest, Dorian?
Surprisingly, but everyone's always surprised by this, you didn't name the man who hits the hardest. Ian Lewison, the boy who I lost my first pro fight against. I think it was my 7th fight. I'd won 6 against Journeyman, and I went to Essex to fight Ian Lewison, and the fucking broke my fucking jaw. A hell of a puncher.
Yeah, he was a hell of a fighter. He's been in some really good fights over the years.
Yeah.
Out of those names that we mentioned, 2 of them have become world champions, and Anthony Joshua took it to a new level. Did you see that yourself when you was fighting them, that they could go to that level?
Yeah, I think it was a projectile they were always on, and both of them, like Anthony Joshua won the Olympics. Dubois was only a youngster when I fought him, but I always think he was going to head that way. Like, they were both cracking fighters, in all fairness. And Dubois was very young when I fought him, so he's probably a totally different fighter now.
Absolutely. So for yourself and your own gloved career, what's your biggest takeaways from it, good and bad?
Good, they played for Rose of Holidays. Bad, well, there's nothing really bad about it, to be honest with you, but I used it for what it is. Like, some people are deluded and think, God, they better than what they are, but as soon as I lost that fight to Ian Lewison, I knew it was just like a little pocket money thing for myself, you know what I mean? So I just done it, it paid for holidays, which meant my missus was happy, and I didn't have to pay for holidays out of the money I worked properly for.
Absolutely. So what makes Dark Fruits tick? What makes you get up in the morning when it's especially when it's fight day, when it's closer? How do you work?
I hate fight week, but to be honest with you, I wish, like the fight week, I wish could bring a week forward. So, because fight week, you're just hanging about waiting to fight. You're ready to fight the Friday before really, the fight week. So I wish you could just do away with fight week and just fight on the week before, if I'm honest.
Absolutely. You're one of them that's literally anytime, anywhere, any place. And we've seen some viral clips with the no rules scraps. So what was your mindset going into them? And did you realise that you still had a burning hunger inside to compete properly?
The only reason I done them is because I got stopped in my 2 BKB fights on cuts, and I couldn't deal with it. I know it's embarrassing to say, but everyone's thinking, oh, fucking Darch, he's lost again. He's lost fucking 200 draught. But they were solely down to cuts. I was winning the fights. So I thought to myself, right, I got to put this right in my own head. So the only way in that no rules fight that you lose is to get knocked out, or you choose to not continue yourself. So I could have got cut the ribbons and carried on. So that proved to myself then that, like, people can say what they want, I can still scrap. I know. Absolutely. It's pathetic.
No, it's not pathetic, because a lot of fighters do question themselves over the years, no matter the level that they're at, isn't it? So how soon after that did you realise that I need to get back into a ring? I need to get back in competing properly now?
To be honest, I had a bit of a layoff after that. I think I even tried to get my boxing license back again, but I think doing that new rules fucking chucked that out the window, because they refused me, the British Boxing Board did. And then I got back into bare knuckle then, and this touch wood, the last 3 fights I haven't been cut, and I've won them all in the first round. So things are on the up. Pity I'm getting too old.
Absolutely. Now, the BKB isn't a young man's game, as you know.
No.
So what's the ambitions there now going forward? Because you had a spectacular win a few weeks ago in your home country.
Yeah, exactly. A 26-second knockout. I got rocked. Mine, I'll admit it, a man who took a fight at a week's notice. But in this game now, when you're weighing in at 110, 105 kilos, no fight should go the distance in my eyes. So as long as I took the shot and got the boy out of it, and next shot more or less, so I'm happy with it. And everyone knows the fight I want. They're not going to keep on chirping on about it, because if he wants it, it's Daniel Podmore. He said he's all nice as pie to your face. Like, I seen him, he fought on the same show. Yeah, we'll both get a win now and fucking sort the fight out next. Then on social media, then the week after, oh, you got fucking rocked by a journeyman, you don't deserve to be in the same ring as me. He just talks at the fucking shit. I wish he would talk like that to my face, like, rather than on fucking social media typing his fucking keyboard.
Absolutely. Do you feel that that's him trying to get around fighting you then?
I don't know, he's fought everyone, so I don't see why he doesn't want the fight, but I don't see why he thinks he's fucking better than me. I've had 25 professional boxing matches, and I mean, he's fought in fucking pubs all his fucking life, probably, as I did when I was younger, but he was a journeyman on the fucking white collar scene, like, so how can he, I think he's won 7, lost 3, I've won 5, lost 4 now, 3 of which on cuts. What makes him fucking think he's so much better than me? I don't know, like, he went 6 rounds with a fucking low ML market, as tough as fucking nice bloke. He's a natural cruiserweight, that highest. He boxes at light heavyweight, you know what I mean? If any of my fights go beyond 2 rounds from now on, now I'm on a seek and destroy mission, I'll be disappointed in myself. I'd rather get knocked out.
Absolutely. So you was both shared the card last time. What was actually said? Was there a men's agreement in place of verbal
we both shook hands, both get a win, and we'll sort the fight out. And then all of a sudden, and the day or 2 after, I don't deserve the fight. I got rocked by a fucking journeyman on a week's notice. I got rocked by a journeyman, but I also knocked the fucking journeyman out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
do you think that's someone getting into his head within that time frame, the 2 days after? And I'm sure the promotion would be all for it, wouldn't they?
No, exactly. Yeah, I think the promotion, like, say, who do you want to fight next? Me prompting the fight. So I really don't know, but like, I thought, like, talking to him, that he seems a sound enough guy. He seems like he wants to fight. But then all of a sudden, when we ain't face to face, I'm a fucking useless, fucking can't beat the journeyman up. You know what I mean? Why didn't he just say that to my face down there? Like, I will never say something to someone's face and then the next day fucking totally do a fucking 90-degree flip on it and say something different. I will never do that because I'm a fucking man's man. Perhaps he's not a man's man.
Absolutely. You've got to keep it real and you've got to keep the energy the same all the way through. For example, Rico Franco and Jimmy Sweeney, they shared a taxi after their fight on Saturday in BKFC.
Yeah, which is what you should do. Yeah, that's what you should do. It's a gentleman's sport at the end of the day. So why you'd fucking lie to someone's face and then 48 hours later fucking say the total opposite of what you said 48 hours ago? I just don't understand it. Like,
absolutely. Now, the Welsh show and the initial feeling when your hand was raised in front of your family, your friends, just talk us through that, man.
It's great, and then all the boys always come to watch. This was a bank holiday weekend, so it's quite normally selling fucking 150 tickets because it's a bank holiday weekend. And as you can imagine, when you get to my age now, all your friends got kids and that. I still sold 50 tickets, and it was a good show down there. But it was still an amazing feeling when you win the fight, especially when you watch it back and you hear when our boy did catch me. I'm like, oh, and then all of a sudden, 2 seconds later, when I sparked him, everyone shouting the other way, and it is a great feeling.
Absolutely. Now, they've got shows being lined up left, right and centre. So how soon does Dark Fruits want to be back out?
Well, I'm not injured, but I haven't come through without the mark on me. I've been off all week, as you probably know. Me and my missus' anniversary and both our birthdays. So I'm probably up to about £245 now, so £20 over. But I'm back in the gym tomorrow, so I'd fight at 3 weeks' notice.
Yeah. So what's it been like since the show? You just mentioned it was your birthday and anniversary there. So what's it been like? Have you?
I was fat.
Have you sunk a good few dark fruits? I'm assuming.
I've done 100 dark fruits easy this week. Me and my missus have been to Tenby on like I know it's sad, but that's the age we are now. Like on a walking holiday, we took one of the dogs, and I had a backpack full of dark fruits on every walk we went on.
Fucking lovely. Now, Strongbow should come in and do their own limited edition one for you.
Exactly. Is it you done that can the other day? Fucking brilliant. It was classic. Or was it the other?
Yeah, Josh. That was Josh. Josh is the man.
Fucking brilliant. It cracked me up when I see that. It's fucking brilliant. Fucking spit an image of me too.
Really good. But a couple of fans, as you know, we put on social media, so a couple of fans have asked the question: how many dark fruits can you do in one sitting?
28 is my record, but on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, and do you prefer it in? Do you prefer it in a tin or on draft?
Just drink it straight out of the can. I do. I don't go out often now. My missus doesn't let me out, which is a good thing really, because I'm unsafe. So I just drink in the house normally, unless we go for food or something.
Absolutely. And a couple more is you're still working full time, I'm assuming. So what does a day-to-day and a weekly routine look like for Dark Fruits?
Up at 5:15 every morning, but take the dogs for a walk. The miniature killers, look where they are. See them? Most people got pit bulls. I got sausage dogs, like. But yeah, so we take them at 5:15. Got to be in work and for 7:30. Work until 4:30. Normally go straight to the gym and home, walk the dogs again, and then bit of grub, chill out to 5. Well, I'd be drinking 10 dark fruits then probably, and then back to work in the morning.
Lovely. And the next one, they've got the oldest combat sports belt in the world. Do you see yourself fighting for that?
Well, Podmore holds it, and so it's in his hands. I want to fight. People want to see the fight, but he wants to fight when he's fucking face to face and says he wants to fight. But then the next day he doesn't, so I can't make him fight. Obviously, I don't know what his motives are. I don't know what he wants to do. He talks about America and things all the time. I don't know whether he wants to go over there or what. But I'm not going to fucking nag for the fight. Everyone knows I want to fight him. People want to see the fight. They know it's not coming from my end that the fight doesn't happen. It's him. So I can't do no more than that.
Absolutely. And just to finish it, the last question here was, will you be headlining in Wales soon? And the side note is advice for people that want to get into bare knuckle, transitioning from the gloved side.
Well, to be honest with you, but I don't know the dates and everything of BKB have got. I think it was talk of a Bristol show, but that's in September, which I'm away in Turkey, so I won't be able to fight on that show. As in transferring over, I can only tell you what I done. I just messaged Jim on Instagram, and then it just spiraled from there. I think my first fight was on a lockdown show up in Bolton. So if you don't ask, you don't get. So just get in contact with BYB and Jim. He's the matchmaker. And he'll sort you out. He'll probably ask for some footage and things. And if he thinks you're good enough, he'll check you on the shows.
Absolutely. So for one thing I wanted to ask you as well is the differentials in training. Has anything been different to what you was doing when you was gloved?
To be honest with you, but towards the end of my glove career, I didn't train a lot. So I'd have a phone call like 2 weeks prior to a fight, and I'd go to the gym 2 or 3 times and just pick up a paycheck. But for BKB, I've trained for every fight because to me, it's more or less a street fight, and I don't want to lose face by losing a street fight, if you know what I mean. So I trained hard for every BKB fight.
Absolutely.
Originally, the BKB was 2-minute rounds, so that suited me even better because as you get older, obviously it's harder to train. But it's when they got bought out by BYB, now it's gone back to 3-minute rounds. But none of my fights go 3 minutes, so it doesn't matter.
Well, this leads me on perfectly to my last question. The Trigon, I bet that suits you then, doesn't it? Because you want to keep it under a really low time limit. Yeah.
My argument is, but right now, the weight class is 225, right? So it's about 15 stone 10. So by the time you stay before weigh-in, so by the time you rehydrate, you're like 16 and a half, 17 stone. No, if a fight goes 6 rounds with 2 16 and a half, 17 stone men with no gloves on, someone can't punch or something's going wrong. You know what I mean? You can't fight 18 minutes with no gloves on, 16 and a half, 17 stone, and the fight go the distance. It's in my head, it's impossible to happen, but it does happen. So I'm not going to say no more about that.
Absolutely. Dorian, I really do hope we see that Podmore fight. Do you have a final message for him?
Dan, just live up to your word, but we both spoke as men we both fought, we both won. I won in 26 seconds. Doesn't matter, I got clipped, didn't get fucking dropped, never been dropped for BYB or BKB, so you can say we want about my fucking chin. I got clipped and I fucking stood up and clipped him back. So be a man. We both fucking want the fight, I think. Well, when I speak to you face to face, it seems like you want to fight. So let's just get the fight on. Loads of people want to see it. I think BYB want to put it on. So let's just get it fucking done. It's simple.
Absolutely. It's something that the public want and the promotion want. So we're all for it. Mr. Dark Fruits, it's been a pleasure to chat today. Thank you for 15
No problem, buddy. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. And we will catch up again soon, I'm sure.
Sound, buddy. No problem. See you later.